Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. They ain't go for no Saturdays, man. It's affirmation Saturdays, man. I'm gonna do that thing tonight. I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that thing tonight for real though. For real though. It's affirmation Saturday. We're gonna start that first on Saturday. I said I was doing 365, man. I gotta do 365. I started this thing up. What the day is? 9/11. We're gonna end on 9/11. That's right. We're starting it up today. I'm gonna pull out the next fresh calendar. 365 days of affirmations. Then I'm gonna bust up the fresh shirt. Fresh shirt still gonna go on. I'm still gonna pop that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna pop that, man. I'm popping it. Woke up this morning. Man, I woke up probably about, man, what time I woke up, man? About 4 o'clock. 4 or 5 o'clock. I tell you what happened yesterday, though. I had to get up early yesterday. I know you looked at the video yesterday. I had to get up early yesterday. When I hung out with some early risers. I hung out with some early risers. And, man, we rocked and rolled. Man, I for 2 or 3 hours, sitting waiting for some things to take place, to happen. And, man, shoot, 2 or 3 hours, I look up, I said, man, I would just be, I'm already been up 2 or 3 hours, got this work done. I would just be getting to work at this time right here. I see, man, that makes a day a whole lot longer, and you could do a lot more versus staying in the bed. I've been trying to switch to mornings anyway, right? So, that's what I decided to do. You know, that's what I was thinking. Then another one of the early risers came up, early riser. I said, what's going on? I said, man, what time you got up? I said, man, I've been up. I was at work at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, that's 2 hours earlier than I got here. An early riser, still putting in a day. Putting in long days, man. Them mugs getting it. Them mugs making sure they maximize the life too. Cause they early risers, they play hard, they work hard, they play harder. And then you wonder, man, how can I play on that level, see? You don't understand the reason they play on that level is because they work on that level first. They sowed the seed of work first. It's work, then play. It's not play, then work. It's work, then play. And that play is a harvest of the work they put in of sowing those seeds. Providing value. That's what it is, baby, providing value. Oh, I'm supposed to be on this thing. I love everyone and everyone loves me. I love everyone and everyone loves me. I pray for everyone and everyone prays for me. On my pathway is a divine selection. And with this divine selection, I bring value to everyone and everyone brings value to me. What is my choice of affirmations? I think I'm going to tweak them out a little bit because they still words. They're good affirmation. God is my unending supply. I need to probably put up some value affirmations. Some sowing seeds type of affirmations. I need to pull that up. But anyway, woke up this morning, jumped in Matthew chapter 5. I think that's Matthew chapter 5. Sermon on the Mount, Beatitudes. You know, he say, the meek shall inherit the earth. You know, stuff like that. You know, that's what he was talking about, the inside game. If, you know, providing that value is what he was talking about. Storing up treasure for yourself in heaven. One of the things is, if somebody asks you to walk a mile, go with him too. If a guy asks you for a scarf, give him a hat too. Adding some additional value and then some. Now, why would I do that, right? Logically, why would I do that? But I had been praying to God, praying to the Lord, because in Matthew chapter 6, he say, don't lay up for yourself treasure on earth where moth can come in and bust it up. Put your treasure in heaven. So I was like, shoot, okay. How can I put my treasure in heaven? Holy Spirit, show me how to put my treasure in heaven. And you put your treasure in heaven through the good deeds, providing value for others with an abundance mentality. Because somebody asked me to walk a mile, man, I'm gonna walk like, you know, most people like 0.99, I'm done, you know, because in this world we've been raised to get instead of give, or if we got to give, we want to give as little as possible. But he's saying being generous. You know, if somebody say walk a mile, I'll walk too. I'm not gonna get paid. They'll say the word. This is the word. I don't get paid for that, right? I don't get paid for that. I don't get paid for that. He say, but you gotta have in your mind that you do get paid. Your treasure is in heaven. See what I'm saying? That's how you lay up treasure in heaven. And that treasure in heaven, that'll come through in a pinch when the treasure on earth fails. That's where those provisions come from. That when the famine came to Elisha, he told him to go by the brook. I commanded a raven to feed you there. See, that's treasure, because he laid up treasure in heaven. Now he was getting those withdrawals from heaven. And once they finished that, once the brook dried up, he said, now go to this widow woman in Zarephath. It was a place that nobody would go for provisions, because widow women were the poorest. Because the man normally did all the work, women didn't work, and then if the man died, then the woman had to scrounge around. The church had to come in and help her. I don't know if they couldn't work. I know some of the folks in the Bible was working, some of the women. I guess most of them didn't work. But anyway, so that's what it was all about. You know. So you say, I commanded the widow woman to sustain you there. So he go there, getting that, and then they both, see, here's the deal. He went to the widow woman, and since she obeyed, she had already heard from God. She knew what she had to do. She only had 2 sticks, a little bit enough to make a little cake. The man of God said, this is like my pastor put it. He said, hey lady, he said, can I have some water? She said, yeah, I get you some water. You know, that's what she did, no problem, plenty of water. He said, hey, can I have a little small cake, something to eat? She said, hold up, wait a minute. Now, I give you some water, but the cake, I only have these 2 sticks, a little flour and oil, enough for me and my son to eat our last meal and die. So I ain't got enough for you. He said, I understand all that, but make me a little bit first. And for him to say that, she knew that she had already heard from God that this guy was coming. So she obeyed. She made him a cake first. They made me a cake first, then go make you and your son some. You do that, y'all won't live. It don't seem like that should work, right? It's just a little bit. But my pastor said too, you don't have enough anyway. So why not sow it? Why not take a chance with God? Why not go out on faith? Because you don't have enough anyway. That was the thing. That's the switch. I don't have enough to finish this project anyway. So let's go with God. Let's help this guy finish his project, because I do have enough to help him finish his project, and then help him with his, and then God will provide. And that's what happened. You know, that's what happened. That's why we got to think, right? That's why I help everyone and everyone helps me. But I first have to help everyone. See what I'm saying? Yeah. It's deep stuff. It's deep stuff. This stuff you got to work on. It's a mindset. This stuff you got to work on. You got to relax into that abundant mentality. You got to relax into it. That's what I'm saying. And so that brings us back. After we finished listening to that, right? Then I popped in Your Word Is Your One, of course. Listening to that Word Is Your One while I walked around the house, got ready, kept it right there in my pocket, playing on soft, because I hadn't heard it a lot of times. But I wanted to go ahead and put that in there because it's Affirmation Saturday scheduled. I gotta shoot the video. I gotta go through it. It's done. Now I want to add another element. Now it's time to put some more sacks on the cart. Since I got some momentum, I got some strength. Now I can start pulling more weight. That's what it's about. I'm like the bamboo. I spent a whole year laying roots. It may take 2 years, it may take 3 years to lay roots. But once the roots laid, the harvest will come, man, and catch you up. See, that's the deal. It comes and catches you up. See, that's my little shade right there. Got my little shade. It's working. It's working. It's doing what I want to do. And I'm excited too. I'm going to see if using my ear pods give me better voice on these videos. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if these ear pods will do that. May have to download the app. It's only 20 bucks, but you know how that symbiote is. I always try to say, you know, the ingenuity of mine. It should be a workaround, should be a hack. You know, I'm gonna spend maybe 10 or 15 minutes just to check around a little bit, see if I don't already have the tools like the screen share. Can I share my screen with another device? That would be the remote. And then can I, if I could do that, then I still do what I needed to do. Oh, if I could do that, then I may just turn that around, because I want to use these back cameras instead of this front camera. See what I'm saying? Start getting some better cinematography on this thing, even though it's a good camera. Even though it's a good camera. All right, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Okay? All right? Now I'm headed to work. Know what I'm going to do? Know what come next? Do it to that subscribe, do it to that like, do it to that notification every time I post a video. Do it to that thumbs up, do it to that share, and then do it to your life. Do it to it.